Good morning and welcome to our second main vlog of the year here from Alton Towers, the local park to us. Charlotte's here again. Hey, and we're here for one thing and one thing only today. Well, one main thing. What are we here for, Charlotte?
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. Yes, we're going to go and check out the new show over in CBeebies Land. Along with that as well, we're coming towards the end of April. And in terms of the weather, yesterday it absolutely chucked it down. There was a lot of wind. Quite a few rides were closed from looking on the app. So we thought that hopefully today a lot of people might be put off with the weather. And we're here, aren't we?
Yes, and it's the London Marathon today.
Yeah, it is the London Marathon.
We'll be there.
So yeah, the plan is, like, we've got here just after the start of early ride time. It's about 10 to 10. So hopefully, a little dance going on. Hopefully, we'll be able to get quite a few different rides in today. Park's open until 5 o'clock. And yeah, we're going to start off down on Wicker Man and we'll go into CBeebies Land this afternoon and watch Teletubbies. What's it on? Twice, do we think?
It's on at 11 and 3, I believe.
11 and 3. So we'll probably go and catch the 3 o'clock show this afternoon and go and watch that brand new live show. Along with that, we'll get plenty of footage from around the park, see if anything's changed in the past sort of 3 weeks to a month since we last did a vlog here from the park. And I know a lot of people really enjoyed my merchandise video as well that I uploaded. Of course, make sure you check it out if you've not seen it, where I go around all the shops in the park and show you this year's 2019 merchandise. I'm going to be doing a video all about the history of Alton Towers soon as well. And I'm not talking about the ride history, I want about the physical, the actual history of this wonderful park with the Towers rooms themselves, the gardens. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up in a few weeks' time. But we'll start off with a ride on the GCI wooden coaster, Wicker Man. Yeah, I don't think it's opened yet, has it? So no, everyone's just got a bit of a pre-queue outside. So we'll get in that and go and have a ride on Wicker Man. Big Bob's coming for us. How was your ride on Wicker Man there then, Charlotte?
It was great.
Yes, really good. Sat on the back row as well, number 12. And yeah, really good operations. I must say, they're the best operations I've seen on Wicker Man since it opened in March last year. Would you agree, or?
Yes, but Shawn was bullying me when we got off, so I went to get my photo, and I gave him my annual pass instead of my digipass.
Yeah, so we've got a digipass, and obviously it looks like the annual pass a little bit. It's just a completely different colour, Charlotte, you know. So someone needs to give her a lesson in the digipass, the differences between an annual pass and a digipass. Yeah, fair play to the team on there. They were doing a really good job. We were just going up the lift hill, and the other train hadn't even hit the brake run yet. It was still going round the circuit. And obviously the layout of the coaster, you know, it isn't like a really long ride at all. So to get that train dispatched, and we were just going up the lift hill, and that one's still going round the circuit. Really good. Also worth pointing out that Wicker Man is now back on 3 trains, which is good. There was a couple of seats that were blocked off though on our train, weren't they?
Yes, they had tape round.
Isn't good for a ride that's just over a year old, but no, fair play to the guys on there. They were doing a great job. As you also probably noticed from the footage, we went to feed the flames, but we couldn't, could we?
There was no flames to feed.
It seems like them effects are very unreliable on there, which is a shame. Hopefully it's not going to be one of them things what just sort of fades away in the distance. I really hope that they keep on top of it, and just because the ride, you know, coming to a second season now, isn't it? You know, it'll be 2 years old soon. Hopefully them effects are going to keep on top of them. I don't want it to be like in a few years time that we think, oh, you know, it used to have fire and it doesn't anymore. Hopefully we're not going to get to that. But anyway, walking up the hill through Katanga Canyon, make our way down to Forbidden Valley. Get your bongos out. it's very quiet around here in Gloomy Wood. I mean, look at the path. I've even lost Charlotte after that very spooky ride over there on Jewel. Oh, she's here. In terms of Jewel, effects-wise, yeah, it was in a really poor state. It isn't great. And in terms of the laser guns as well,
some of that complete darkness.
There was dark sections, wasn't there? So you're there with your gun, and yeah, a lot of the LEDs weren't working. A few, like the guns weren't great. A lot of the effects weren't really great either. Yeah, it is a shame. I'd love to see. I mean, we don't know what Alton Towers have got planned for next year. Like, it's one of them, isn't it? They've invested quite a bit this year, really. They've put the Alton Towers dungeon in. They've put the new Peter Rabbit hippity hop in, and they've done all the new accommodation at the stargazing pods. Little thumbs up there. So we don't really know what's coming next year. We don't have a clue at this point. So I'd like to see them just completely overhaul Jewel, to be honest.
Yeah, it needs it.
It could be one of the best dark rides in Europe if they spent the money on it. It could be absolutely beautiful, and I'd love to see them remove the guns, but it's not even that what's the problem for me. I don't think it'd be too bad if all the gun system was replaced, you know, but if they're doing that, I'd rather them completely get rid of it.
As a ghost train.
Yeah, have a nice ghost train, not a Darren Brown's ghost train.
No, please,
no VR,
no.
none of that. But in terms of Project 42 in the old Nemesis Subterra building, still standing like the vlog that we filmed at the start of the season. It's all still set up. There's going to be an event what's being held in there soon by another company, so I believe that's what they're going to be having as part of the event. Hey, keep watching The Bottle of Wine on YouTube. So yeah, I believe they're going to be having that. So after that, maybe it'll come down, and then we'll get our first clues as if that's going to be staying for Scarefest this year or not. So I don't know. Anyway, as you can probably tell by the music, we made it down to Forbidden Valley. The reason we did Jewel as well, it's normally an 11 o'clock opening, but it was open, but there was no photos because the ride had opened early. There was no photos, but you know, it opened up early, so fair play. Good operation so far, can't complain about that. Let's go for a ride on the Beast. Simply the Beast since 1994. Let's go. Yeah, that's what we like to see. 0 minutes for the world's most intense ride experience. I love how they still brand it as that. It might not be that these days, but it is still an absolutely fantastic roller coaster. Still pulls in the crowds as well on a busy day, and the good thing is with this, it's very consistent, doesn't really have loads of downtime either. So yeah, let's go for a ride. 0 minutes, literally straight up past the merge point, up into the station by the looks of it. That's what I like, a nice back row ride on Nemesis. Back right seat is like my seat on that ride. I absolutely love it. It was running, you know, quite well, not the fastest that I've been on it, but you know, it's early on in the day. If you ride it a bit later, it does make a difference. But yeah, I really enjoyed it still. Charlotte, however,
I've got no words to describe that.
But what was wrong?
It bashed my ears. It was horrible.
You just gotta know how to ride it, but you just gotta sit forward a little bit. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not the smoothest B&M out there. Like, it's not like the Swarm at Thorpe Park or something that's really smooth, but it's still a great ride. And it's still really intense.
Very close to the front.
Yeah, front row as well. You get the great views. It really feels like your feet are gonna bash against the rocks. Famous quote there from John Wardley. Anyway, we're going on another one of Wardley's classics now, as it used to be known Air, now known as Galactica. Obviously the VR is completely gone for this year, which I'm really, really pleased about. So I ride this coaster a lot more now. I've probably been on it more this year. Obviously this only might be our second vlog, but I've been coming quite a bit since when we've not vlogged. And yeah, I've been on it more than ever this year, to be honest. Probably more since I went on it in 2002. So yeah, there's plenty of rides on Galactica. It's not a bad coaster. It was just put me off a bit with the VR, and it seems like it's lost its popularity a bit from being a flying coaster now as well. So happy days. Let's go and have a ride. Right, so you've just seen a bit of footage there from Galactica. Not as much footage as I would have liked because it actually broke down as soon as we came off the ride. I was just about to get some more off-ride shots. Now, I've still not been lucky enough to capture Wicker Man at the exact point it comes around here. I've been close, but I've not seen it. I want it right there, really, as it comes around this turnaround section. It's just coming down from the first drop now. Yeah, quite impressed with Galactica. 2 stations, 3 trains. We only waited about 5 minutes, so that's straight in the station. Here comes Wicker. Not the Wicker basket, it's Wicker Man. It's a great coaster when you look at it from above as well, it really is. Right, so we've popped into CBeebies Land because I said to Charlotte, let's come and double check the show times for Teletubbies. Bear in mind, I've been looking forward to this since they announced it. And what times did you say earlier? You said 11 and 3.
It was when I last
So this goes to show, make sure you come and check the times because it's actually 11 and 1:30 today for the Teletubbies Live big band show. So later on we're going to join Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, which is my favourite, and Poe for a game of musical statues, and then it's time for the Teletubbies song time, which I nearly missed the Teletubbies song time because of Charlotte. Can't believe it. But yeah, we'll come back for the 1:30 show. We've just missed the 11, but we'll come back at 1:30. I assume it changes, would you say, at different times of the year? Did he come on a weekend, did he, or was it a weekday maybe?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Oh, so maybe it's different show times in the week, I don't know, but there we are. We'll come back at 1:30. I think she was secretly trying to make me miss it, but there you are. Teletubbies, we're coming for you later. So when we filmed our opening day vlog from Alton Towers, we started a bit of a thing for this year, and that is the hashtag TBW Square, and here it is, which is a random bit of path which they've redone for this year was just a massive square. So we thought we're just going to call it the TBW Square. And how many photos have we had today? We've had loads, haven't we? So many people this year have used the hashtag TBW Square and sent them in. Every Friday we do our weekly news show called the Theme Park News Show, so make sure you check it out here on the channel where we go through all the latest theme park news. At the end you can also send any photos from the parks, and a lot of people have stood right where we are and got a photo on the hashtag TPW Square. So there it is, right behind us. It actually looks better when you don't stand on it, to be honest, because you can see it in the background. But every vlog we film from here this year, we're getting that square in, aren't we, Charlotte?
Yeah.
It's got to be done, and we'll see how dirty the square is by the end of the season, because everyone's been standing on it on this main path. But anyway, making our way down into X Sector. Got a bit of a ride on both Oblivion, the B&M dive coaster, and the Smiler, which is the Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. How lovely. So we just come off the Smiler, and we were quite lucky that time because we actually got a front row. And to be honest, that's the best ride I've had on the Smiler in a few years. I thought that was running all right. Maybe because we're on the front row, it's still quite early on in the day, and maybe we're just on one of the good trains, I don't know, but I thought that was all right. And I was on the outer seat as well. I mean, Charlotte was probably in the smoothest seat, the front row, actually with the wheels underneath you above the track, whereas I was on the end. But to be honest, that was all right, that.
I enjoyed it.
It's a lot more bearable than Saw the ride. I find Saw at Thorpe Park really unbearable now. I used to feel like this, you know, it was unbearable. However, There's nothing that compares to Saw. Yeah, Saw's really bad. I know it's a completely different model and it's an older ride. Obviously, Saw opened in 2009. This opened in 2013. Saw is a Eurofighter, and of course, this is an Infinity Coaster. So there is differences, and Saw is older. But honestly, if you've been there this season, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because we both find it really unbearable, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a bad ride, that in the sunshine. To be honest, weather-wise, we're doing all right, aren't we, today? And ride-wise as well. You know, the park's not too busy at all. Not long to go until Teletubbies. What you
I
got
had
there?
a bug on my hand.
Yeah, a bug. Maybe he's a fan of the channel. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, but anyway, we're going for a ride in Oblivion. It's saying it's just a 5-minute queue out the front, so let's go and find out for the original, the prototype B&M Dive Coaster, opened in 1998. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's go and have a ride.
Got breaking news coming from Alton Towers. Breaking news! Oblivion is on 2 sides!
2 stations in operation.
Wow.
How good's that? I mean, I've not seen that for a little while.
Yeah,
it's how that coaster should be. And the queue, less than 5 minutes up there.
Walk on!
Walk on. It just goes to show, doesn't it? Like we mentioned it in our vlog from opening day. Oblivion's the ride here that's just not being operated to its full potential. But today, look at that, and it shows, doesn't it, how much of a difference that makes. It's got a walk-on queue, nice front row ride, sun was shining, it was really good that. But yeah, fair play, they're getting the shuttle sent out quite nicely. Honestly, it more than doubles the throughput really, because you've got, as soon as the first shuttle has made its way up the top of the lift hill, as soon as it's left that chain, the next one that's already waiting at the bottom, because it's already been dispatched, is waiting to go straight up. So really good. We wasn't stacking on the brake run too long, because obviously 2 trains can come back into the station at a time. So yeah, really good operation. I say trains, shuttle, that's the official terminology for that. It's a shuttle. Much like on Galactica, it's a craft. There you go. All these different terminology for different rides. But anyway, the time has come. We're going to make our way back down to CBeebies Land, not at 3 o'clock, like Charlotte originally said, at 1:30 to go and watch Teletubbies. Here we go.
Teletubbies!
I love it. Who's your favourite? Comment down below. Right then, so we've made it over to big fun showtime in CBeebies Land, where we've got our seats just here ready for the Teletubbies. Are you excited? This is it. I'm ready for this. And we're here at the right time as well, 1:30. Make sure you come down here and check the time just to make sure, because I assume they change them on different days. Seating is quite limited round here. We've managed to get here quite early, get a spot. The sun's shining, so we'll get a suntan. And here we go. Here's some highlights over the next few minutes from the new, for 2019, Teletubbies live show here at Alton Towers. Let's go.
And far away, Teletubbies come to play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Teletubbies! Tinky Winky, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Dipsy, Lala, Lala, Teletubbies. The Teletubbies love to make music.
Teletubbies love make music. Teletubbies love to make music.
Time for Teletubbies song time!
Teletubbies song time! Teletubbies song time! Teletubbies song time!
Introducing the Teletubbies!
Teletubbies song time! Teletubbies song time!
Bye-bye, Teletubbies. The sun is setting in the sky. Teletubbies say bye-bye.
So you've just seen a few minutes of highlights there from Teletubbies. How was that, Charlotte? How good was that?
It was
I
good,
loved
but
it.
It was creepy.
Honestly, I'll let you into a little secret. When I was a kid, I absolutely used to love them. Lala was my favourite, and I even went to see Teletubbies live.
So did I.
Yeah, I went to see. I was a massive Teletubbies fan. They've changed a little bit since, haven't they? They've grown up a bit, should I say? But yeah, I used to be a massive Teletubbies fan. Of course, if you got kids, bring them to CBeebies Land, and yeah, come and check it out. Really good show.
I'm not so big, so don't get panic stricken. I'm just a bit bigger than a free-range chicken. Here we go. I'm the real Velociraptor. Oh, you know the kind of raptor. Don't touch me. There's that Velociraptor. I'm the real Velociraptor. I'm the coolest kind of raptor that you'll ever see. Although I'm not mighty and I'm not in a pack, my sharp, pointy claws make up for what I lack. They're for stabbing, the jabbing, the upper crack a punch. Be careful or I invite you round for lunch. Whoa! I'm Velociraptor, I'm the real Velociraptor. Oh, you know the kind of raptors, don't touch me. Cause I'm Velociraptor, I'm the real Velociraptor. I'm the coolest kind of raptor that you'll ever see. I'm Velociraptor. He's Velociraptor. She's Velociraptor. And we're Velociraptors. Very good. Yes?
You see, what are you actually?
Around 9 tons.
Hang on a minute.
Yes?
So, they're a herbivore,
Yes,
so they
they are.
only eat plants.
That's right.
So, if they don't have to hunt for prey, they don't eat
Yeah.
meat, why do they need meter-long horns on the top of their head?
That is a very good question. Can anyone have a guess what they'd use their horns for? Any, what do you think? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they'd use them to sort of defend themselves from other dinosaurs, trying to scare them off.
Now, Charlotte was going to go and have a ride on Peter Rabbit Hippity Hop. However, it's closed due to technical reasons. Oh no! But you have been on it, haven't you, Charlotte?
I have.
Not only when I filmed the vlog, but you have been on. And what was your review? Because we know Charlotte likes these.
It was good, very good.
Yeah, you had a good
Quite
force.
Get quite a few drops. Good falls. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, but yeah, I was hoping to get some footage of her on there. I was going to stay off and get some shots of her, but you've just seen another little bit of entertainment going on in CBeebies. What's it say on the side? Andy's Adventure. That must be another program on CBeebies, else it wouldn't be in the area. But yeah, that was really good, that, wasn't it? Like, you got the truck, which used to be the truck from the Zingzillas, and they're doing like, yeah, all these different raps and little
I'm
dances.
a Velociraptor, I'm a Velociraptor.
Quite like that, and then they bring out a little dinosaur that you can have a photo with. There's a lot of entertainments in this area. I'd love to see more entertainment around the rest of the park. Obviously, I've just been out to Gardaland in Italy, which is owned by Merlin, and there's a lot of other entertainment around the park. I wish they'd do that here at Alton Towers, because all that entertainment is focused in CBeebies. But there you go, you've just seen one of the new offerings for this year. Then we're going to make our way up to Fountain Square now. We're going to have a ride on Hex, the legend of the towers, and what a legend it is too. Anyone that's watched the channel for a long time will know that I've got a bit of a love for the Towers ruins here, and of course the wonderful gardens. You can't forget those. I love the heritage. I spent 7 years working here, and in that time I actually used to run the garden and also the house tours as well, where I used to take people around and actually show them and discover the history with them of Alton Towers and share their memories. And yeah, something that I'm really passionate about. It's good to see that more money is being spent on restoration. Obviously the towers, you know, they spent a lot of money on those over the years. You can find out more about it on the heritage site as well. The good thing is with here, they've actually put in planning permission last week to completely restore the Banqueting-Hall Window, which is the huge window just here on the front. It's not been the same for quite a few years. And I won't go into much detail. I'll save that for when I do my history video in a few weeks. But yeah, the window on the front just there, it was actually going to be fully restored a few years ago. But the company that they got to do it, that was actually the original company that did the window, went into administration. They've been going all them years, and then as soon as they wanted to get the window restored, went into administration. It's crazy, isn't it? But the good news is they must have found another company to do it. I don't know the details yet, but that front window is going to be completely restored over the next couple of years. That is certainly great to see, and I look forward to following the progress. Of course, Alton Towers is famous for its various different roller coasters and other rides now, but you can't forget the history and where it all started. And yeah, these guys down here are a big part of the history as well. They're just chilling out, living the dream down there, aren't they? Oh, how cute's that? Just chilling out, watching the Smiler, I think. Well, yes, let's continue up to Hex, Legend of the Towers.
Mom, it's actually a scary video.
That awkward moment when you come off Hex and everybody just assumes that the exit is at the top end there of Her Ladyship's Gardens. Yeah, everyone's just walking straight on, which is quite funny. There we go. It is quite funny that they're walking all the way up there to come round. How was your ride on Hex?
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great ride. There was a few lights not working there though, but we're very lucky to have that, aren't we?
We are.
You've not been to experience the newest Vekoma Madhouse in the UK yet, the Haunted House Monster Party at Legoland. I'll have to go at some point. It's really good, very different atmosphere to that. Yeah, we are lucky to have like 3 of these Vekoma Madhouses now in the UK. Of course, the Haunting at Drayton Manor. Oh, they go around the top bit. Yeah, so yeah, you've got the Haunting at Drayton Manor, of course. That was the first one to open. Then Hex here at Alton Towers. And then most recently, just a couple of weeks back, the Haunted House Monster Party. If you want to see my full review from that, the newest ride at Legoland Windsor, check it out. It is now online here on the channel. And yeah, look at that. Everyone's literally going around the top. Oh no, I think more signage is needed. I've been saying it for a while though, a bit more signage is needed, but there you go. I think we had a lot of first time riders on there as well. How many people got off? Like 2 or 3 groups got off? Yeah, quite a few people. Well, there you go. That was Hex. Then we'll have a little look up by the Alton Towers dungeon now. We're not going in there. I mean, we've said this before. For me, I think once you've done something like that, you don't want to keep going in, do you really? I mean, you've been in since as well, haven't you, since the opening?
Yeah.
Was there any changes, would you say?
Yeah, one of the actor scenes had been taken out. And
So,
it's just like,
which scene's that?
when you get off
gone?
the boat ride, that actor scene's gone.
Yeah.
It's just like a head. But yeah, it was just alright.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I've just got no desire to go back in it again now. I've done it, what, twice, I think? And
It's okay for a rainy day.
yeah, but when the weather's all right. Oh, there we go. It's coming down this way now. There you go, Exit to Hex. Yeah, let's get a look up by the dungeon anyway, see what's happening. Here we are then outside the new for 2019 Alton Towers dungeon. Like I say, I have filmed a completely separate review from this, along with, me and Charlotte were invited by Alton Towers to have a little whoa, a little tour around, a little behind the scenes, to check it out if you've not seen it. What is that? Where's mine?
What about them?
Oh, that's crazy, eating my Easter eggs. I bought them for her as well.
Right.
Yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, if considering this is the new edition for this year, obviously it is an upcharge. It's just very, very quiet around here. We were also told on that behind the scenes that there was going to be some new flame torches that were going to be attached actually onto the sides of the building. However, they still haven't been, and you've got these ones out the front that we were told were temporary at the time, but I don't know, it's been a month now, hasn't it? So I'm not too sure. I don't know how long this is going to last here at Alton Towers. Obviously, you've got quite a lot of actors in there to keep it running, but yeah, it just seems quite interesting. Like, there's hardly anybody around, is there really? Oh, Charlotte's loving that egg. She's loving that. But yeah, I'm not too sure how long it's going to last, but here's a little look at those scenes. How long do you give it, Charlotte? How long do you think it might last? Now we've seen it for a month in action.
End of the year.
End of the year, you reckon? Yeah, I think, I don't know, yeah, maybe the end of this year, possibly next season potentially, but I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? When you think you've got to have all them actors running it.
Free.
Yeah, free. Yeah, I think if it was included, they get people in, you know, but obviously then it's not making any extra money.
Pay when they've already paid to come in.
Yeah, I think that is what it is. I think if it was built at the hotels, it probably would have been more successful, to be honest. But there you go, it's one of those, isn't it? How long do you give the Alton Towers dungeon? How long do you think it's going to last? I mean, yeah, considering this is a weekend, there's hardly anybody around here. The weather's not particularly amazing today either. It's not like it's baking hot. I wonder how it did when it was really nice and hot the other week, actually. Were you here on one of them hot days or not?
I was here on the Friday.
Was that a hot day or not?
Yeah.
Was it? Was there a lot of people going in or not on a hot? No, interesting.
Yeah, but the fact is, when it's a hot day, people don't want to be going indoors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Alton Towers dungeon. Yeah, I don't give it that long, to be honest. Next time we're going for a ride on 13. It's got an advertised queue time of 30 minutes. Doesn't seem that busy down in Dark Forest, so I don't know, I don't think it'll be 30 minutes, but I'm sure we'll soon find out. A couple of people walking out of the queue line, so I'm not too sure about that, but we'll head around the corner and see if it actually is 30 minutes. Well worth it though, it's a good coaster this year. Well, 9 years old as well, can't believe it. 2010 when it opened, was here opening day, John Wardley was here, had a great atmosphere when this thing opened. Yeah, let's go for a little ride on 13. We'll see you when we come off. Don't go alone to the Dark Forest. So we've just come off our ride on 13. We didn't bother with Rita whilst we were down there. Had a bit of a queue, didn't it? But look at my hair, oh my God. Yeah, 13, of course. Coming up in a few months' time, we're going to be going out to Florida for Charlotte's first ever visit, even though she's a bit distracted by the big fish. And we're going to get to ride, I'm going to try and get it right, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
You got it right!
Yes, which is going to feature, spoiler warning, it is going to feature one of them drops inside. So I'm looking forward to seeing, like, how tall do you think it's going to be, Charlotte? Like, what do you think compared to 13? What are you expecting?
I think it's going to be twice the height.
You reckon twice the height? I don't know if it's going to be quite that much, but I think it's going to be at least another half of 13, and we know that it's got 2 of those as well, mainly just for the throughput reasons, but obviously you only go through one of those, but it's got like a switch track on there. But what are you looking at here, Charlotte? Let's have a look.
I'm looking at these giant car.
There we are. Let's have a little look at them. Whoa. Now you might be thinking, hang on a minute, we're just looking at an empty lake, but if you look closely, just down here where there's these little ripples, let me have a little zoom in for you.
There.
You can't really see them that well on the camera. There we are, you can just make them out in the water there. Some massive fish in this lake, absolutely huge. I'd love to know how many fish there is in there.
I bet there's hundreds.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon there's more bulls or more fish? More fish, because you got all them balls over there from the car. Oh, well, I say the car, it's not a car, is it anymore? It's £1,000. It used to be a car, you used to be able to win, which was a much better prize. Now you win £1,000. Still great, you know, you can't complain winning £1,000, but yeah, you used to win a car. Still living in the old days of the Alton Towers there. There you go, look, oh, here's the fish, you see them a bit better now. There you are, you see them? Look at the size of those fish.
This one's coming up.
Oh, here he is, yeah, there you go, look. He looks a bit miserable, that one. But yeah, there you go, a little look at the fish. But yeah, we didn't bother with Rita. It had a bit of a queue, didn't it? We thought we won't bother with Rita. We've done it many times before. Many times before. But there is another reason why we're not a big fan of going on Rita, isn't there?
Yeah.
And that's because of the baggage hold. Because your bag just gets whacked about, doesn't it, on there?
It needs a better baggage.
It does, at least like some cages or something. Whereas,
or even some big tubs or something.
Yeah, it needs something, because the way it's set up, it's basically it's like a cabinet. Yeah, it's a cabinet, isn't it? But bags can get pushed out either side. Not a big fan of that. I'd love for Alton Towers to work on that, because to be honest, if it wasn't for the baggage hold, we might have actually queued up and had a go on that. But just puts puts us off a bit just with how that baggage hold system is. But we're going to head up into Katanga Canyon now. I really want to go on the Runaway Mine train, and also my first ride of the season on the Congo River Rapids. But don't worry, I won't be taking you guys on board. As we found out last year, filming is no longer permitted. It was allowed, but it's no longer permitted on the Congo River Rapids. They did change the signage last year, so don't worry, camera's going away. But I'll get you some off-ride shots anyway. Right then, here we go. So it's time to ride the Congo River Rapids up here in Katanga Canyon. Like I said, this wasn't ready for the opening weekend. They were still making some additions to the boats. Of course, as you can see, you've got all the bars all the way around the side. You've also got the gates on there as well. And I've been on Rumba Rapids. That was open when I went down to Thorpe Park for the start of the season. It was on the other day as well. And to be honest, you know, I think it's a lot safer. It does make a lot more sense having them on the side. As you can see there, a little bit closer. Safety is paramount, and it's good to see that they've done something. You know, it was quite open before when it didn't have the doors on there. Shame that the waterfalls aren't back in action. I'd really like to see those back in operation at some point. I think especially now all the extra safety stuff has been implemented, it'd be quite nice to get those back on. But yeah, let's go for a ride. Unfortunately, gone are the days of us being able to film on this. We used to have a right laugh. It was always one of the highlights of a vlog from Alton Towers, but there you go, rules are rules, and times change, don't they? You know, it is a shame, but if you want to watch some of our older vlogs from Alton Towers, you'll see plenty of on-ride footage from over the years from what is a really good rapids ride. I'd just love to see these waterfalls turn back on at some point in the future. See when we come off. Just in the queue here for the rapids, and yeah, we've got this new sign that's appeared. People per boat, maximum 7. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But what I've noticed with this as well, it's on like a where you can pull it out and they can change it if they need to, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, they've still got 8 seats in the boat. Looks like they're not filling them up now. Also, looks like it's running very, very slow. You look at the turntable over there. Looks like it's running on a lower speed. Hey, T-ball wide. Yeah, it looks like it's running on a much slower speed there. In fact, it is running much slower, which is a shame, really. But there we go. Safety first. Look at that loading operation. It seems like there's a lot less boats as well, but yeah, if you are in a group of 8, you will have to go in 2 boats.
Apart from them there, because there is actually 8 in that boat.
Really?
Yeah,
you're joking?
There's 8 in
There's
that
not?
boat. There is.
1, 2, oh God, there is. Oh, that's interesting. There we are, oh dear. Yeah, someone's not doing the job properly there, are they? Someone's not doing the job very well there, are they? But there you go. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you're right. There is 8 people in that boat. Oh God, I thought you were joking as well. You're not, are you? Oh wow. Gosh. Yeah, I think someone needs a bit of retraining there. Awkward that, innit? I'll just turn the camera off at this point. A nice ride there on the Congo River Rapids here at Alton Towers. Bit slow, like I say, but there you go. These things happen, don't they? Yeah, you got quite wet there, didn't you? A bit of the KFC. It wasn't actually the KFC what got you, was it? It wasn't the Mega Wave, but there we are. Yeah, we had no major KFC action. Of course, I'll explain a bit about that story for you if you've not heard of it. There used to be the KFC Mega Wave, as it's called, because there used to be a KFC where the pizza and pasta buffet is now. There used to be a KFC, and that's where the big wave is at the back, so we just nicknamed it the KFC Mega Wave. It's been called that ever since. But there you go. When we used to be allowed to film on there, we used to show you that. But as you've just seen, definitely no phones and cameras are being used on there, are they? Definitely not. I think I saw about 4 groups using the phone and nothing was said, but there you go. It's one of them things, isn't it? But coming towards the end of the day here at Alton Towers, wouldn't mind to go on the Runaway Mine train if the queue isn't too bad. But yeah, it's been all right. Not a bad day.
Whoa! Yeah, because if you see my little one, it's the same height.
Look how quiet it is down this path now. I mean, I know we're near the end of the day, but there's still 35 minutes to go until ride close, which is 5 p.m. tonight. But we've done everything we wanted to today. We've done more than what we intended on getting on, to be honest, especially with it being a Sunday. We thought it still might be, you know, quite busy, quite a few people around. It's the last day though now of the Easter holidays. So yeah, look at this. Obviously everyone's back in at work and school, aren't they, tomorrow? So maybe that's why it's been quiet. But we've had a nice day, haven't we?
Yes,
yeah.
lovely.
We're going to have a little look in Towers Trading though, I think, just in case there's anything new. Of course I did my full merchandise video, but there might have been some new stuff since then. That was a month ago nearly. So we're going to have a look in Towers Trading, which is the main gift shop up on Towers Street. And then I'm not going to wrap the vlog up. We're actually going to take you on the monorail tonight. We're going for a little monorail ride. And hey, going to have a monorail ride. And we'll wrap up the vlog there. Right then, here we are then in Towers Trading. Have a look at some of the merchandise, and I notice here you've still got the Dungeons branded merch, but there's still nothing with Alton Towers Dungeons on, which is rather interesting. Obviously you've got all the hoodies and stuff, but yeah, there's nothing with that branded on. Yeah, I've got this gargoyle there that you can have for £35. How does that make you feel? That gargoyle.
Oh, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is, but is this a sign maybe that, you know, the dungeon isn't planned for much longer? The fact that, you know, there's nothing with Alton Towers Dungeon on, I do find it quite interesting. I'll look at the top end of the shop, all your ride stuff over on this side, and then your generic park merchandise on the right. Still a great selection of stuff, however, there's nowhere near as many nice mugs as what there used to be. All your pin badges, £4 for the pins, £4.50 for some of them. Your retro ones, Flume one, I don't remember seeing that last time. 1981 to 2015. If we're being technical though, when it opened in 1981, it wasn't the Flume, was it? It was the log Flume. So really they should have put the dates on from the Flume, which would have been 2004 when it was rethemed to just the Flume. But there you go. Sponsored by Imperial Leather. Still nice, the pins. But yeah, it's a shame about the mugs. They used to be awesome in my opinion, but they're all very bland and just white now. They are, with the logo on the side. Shame really, because I used to love collecting the mugs, but yeah, not anymore. Not with these ones. Not a big fan of that design. That's new. I don't remember seeing that. No. You were onto the Smiler. Let's have a little look at that. Quality of that's quite nice as well. £4.50. Nothing on the back, but yeah, they're definitely new. I don't remember seeing those last time. Oh, just don't buy that one. It's got a scratch on it now, thanks to me. Yeah. Let's go around having a look round. Towers Trading. Look at the resins just here as well. This is something that I really do like, and these new ones for this year, the 13 resins, very nice they are with the train. Obviously you've got the entrance to the queue line there as well. Very, very nice those. Much better than the Wraith. That's alright, but I much prefer that one. All your shot glasses. Yeah, not really anything new since we last did a video really. Have a look over this side of the generic Alton Towers stuff. Bit of clothing down here as well. Yeah, I can't really see anything new. I must say, you know, there's some good merch this year, but I don't feel like it's been the best year for Alton Towers merch. Oh, icon pens, there you go, that's quite funny. I'm sure we've got that joke in somewhere before though. I'm sure we have, yeah. There we are. Big bottle wide, isn't it? Come on, there's got to be a bit of a repetitive joke somewhere. Yeah, just a bit of a... Then I'm just a bit disappointed with some of the merch this year. I just feel like there's not loads. Chessington, there's not really great for merch. Thorpe has hardly got a lot. I just think Merlin's merch in general, what do you think? Well,
I quite like it.
You like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's a big back step for me personally.
I think it's the best year for
No. Well, it's one of those, isn't it? At least they've tried some new things, but I don't know. But anyway, I think we'll jump out, get on the monorail, and then we'll wrap up the vlog. Yeah, we'll get a bit of footage from on the monorail. Not like you can really see a lot from out of the windows, but I just feel like it gets a bit underappreciated in the vlogs, because we never really go on it, and I do quite like it. It's not a bad cap for Galactica either, is it?
Remain seated and enjoy these final few moments before heading back to your car, checking back into our...
So that is the view you get from on the monorail. Really hoping that at some point soon they take off these. I mean, I know the whole idea was to make them look better from the outside, which they lasted quite well, to be honest, but you know, they're starting to look a little bit tacky now with all this on, all the marks and stuff. I definitely think it'll look a lot better now if all the trains, all of them, what they've got left in the fleet, just have a nice sort of purple feel to them. And yeah, they just took all these off the windows so you can actually see outside. But there you go, yeah, that is the view, what you get from the monorail. Literally, it looks just as bad in person as it does on the camera. Shame, really. But yeah, especially when they've just left it. It's a little bit like this, but there you go, it's all starting to crack and everything up there. So yeah, hopefully at some point they'll take these off. There was rumours of them doing it actually whilst I still worked here. They were saying, you know, oh, we might do it one year, but yeah, unfortunately they just never got round to it. But there you go, that's your view out of the monorail windows. Hopefully that'll change in the near future. Hope so. So there we are then, it's come to the end of our day here at Alton Towers. We've had a good day today. Like, you know, the weather's not been amazing, but it's been all right.
At least it's not chucked it down.
It's not chucked it down. I think operations have been reasonably good today. Wicker Man on 3 trains, Galactica on 3 trains. I know Wicker Man didn't open first thing, but you know, overall, it's been a good day. We've got quite a lot of rides in, done most of the major rides, haven't we, today? I know we didn't go on Rito, we didn't do Spinball Whizzer, but you know, it's just been all right.
And we saw Teletubbies.
Yeah, we saw Teletubbies. That was really good. I enjoyed going in there. Just one thing I've noticed from today, it's just been the atmosphere in the park.
Really been any.
There's been, I think, as well, we went to Blackpool last week when it was late night riding. You got so much music playing around the park, so much entertainment that when you come back here after going to something like that, it makes you realise it just lacks a bit of atmosphere in places. That it's just quite depressing walking around some areas of the park, isn't it? Yeah, you're there. That's how it makes you feel walking around some areas. I'd like to see them liven some areas up. I'm not saying like playing pop music like Blackpool do. That fits at Pleasure Beach because it's an amusement park. It just needs more of an oomph in some areas, doesn't it? It just felt a little bit flat today in certain places. But you know what? We've had a good day. It's been good to do another vlog. I said I'll try and do a vlog every month from Alton Towers this year to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. So that's our April vlog, and I know it's May now when this has just been uploaded, but I'll be filming another one in May. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather will start to get a bit better. Yay. So we can go on Battle Galleons.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, it's been nice to get back on Nemesis and of course Wicker Man today. Overall, it's just been nice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Of course, it could have chucked it down and that would have not been great. I think it's going to. That's another reason why we've left a little bit earlier than we would have done. But we've done more than we were expecting today for a Sunday. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? Maybe if you are planning to come here and want a quiet time, come towards the end of the holidays and you might be in for a good day. People have already been over Easter, they've had some big queues, we've come in here at the end and we've got quite a bit done. But there you go, thank you very much for joining me and Charlotte. I think the rain is, I'm sure I just felt a little drop of rain there and it's starting to come down. So there we go, good timing. Thanks for watching our vlog from Alton Towers, and that means it's time to cue those credits. I'll see you in Portaventura.